Yeah, good afternoon, Jose.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, you've let Memphis Depay go this week. He's gone to Lyon. How disappointed are you that it didn't work out for him, and why didn't it work for Memphis?
I think it's difficult for me to answer because it didn't work also last season. But from my perspective, instead of say or try to say why it didn't work, I think is easier for me, and it deserves me to say that he was a fantastic professional. So if somebody thinks it didn't work because he was not a great professional, is totally wrong. One thing is some picture that somebody takes with him in an amazing car or dressing in a very specific way, but the image is totally wrong. The guy is a fantastic professional. He's a kid that respected everyone, a kid that worked hard to try to have more chances, a kid that was frustrated because he was not having that. But I only have good things to say about him, and I think this is much more important. If I can find a little reason, is to say that he is a player from one position, the only position where we have overbooking. He is a winger, and wingers is what we have more. So is the position where it's more difficult to have chances, where it's more difficult to be the next choice, because it's a position where we never have problems. We have Lingard, we have Mata, we have Mkhitaryan, we have Martial, we have Ashley Young, we have Marcus Rashford. It's a position where we have like 6 possibilities. Even Rooney played a few times from the left. It's a position where we have even difficulties when we want to do rotation. So even when I was doing rotation and trying to rest some players, or trying to play some in the Europa League and another one in the League Cup and another one against Reading in the FA Cup, even when I was doing rotation, I had like 7 guys for 2 positions. So for me, I would stay with these 2 things. By one side, he is a fantastic professional, and by another side, we had too many players in this position.
But it sounds like you have some security kind of built into the deal if he comes good again.
Of course, because potentially he is a very good player. I think when Mr. Van Gaal decided to buy him, he did well. He knew him very well from the national team. He was very young when in the World Cup he had flashes of top quality. He was playing well in Holland. We know that the Dutch league is not the same, but he was showing very good things. So I think Mr. Van Gaal and Manchester United, they did well to buy him. Didn't succeed in these 18 months, I would say, but he's very young. So I think it's important for the club to keep control of this talent, and we all wish that he plays very, very well at Olympique Lyon, and why not to come back, because everyone here likes him.
Jose, you've said before about the players in your squad and the numbers that you like to work with. You're obviously 2 players down now. Will you try and address that now, or is it something you're going to do in the summer? Do you feel you have enough players to get you through the rest of the season?
I think for some positions we are comfortable in numbers, even thinking and believing, because I have to believe that we go further in the cup competitions, and we have lots of matches to play in the cup competitions, and we have accumulation of fixtures in April, May, and we have Europa League matches playing on Thursdays and play Premier League matches on Sundays, because I don't see us getting a little bonus of having a match on Monday. I don't see that. Probably with some positions we are going to have problems because we don't have so many options. But injury terms, we are being very successful. Hopefully, until the end of the season, we are not going to have many problems, and we survive, and we have conditions to fight for the whole competitions we are in.
Does that mean you may consider bringing someone in to give you cover in those positions, or you just don't think it's the right time to do it?
I always think that the best time is the summer market. I always consider the January market as an emergency one, where you can try to resolve some problems, where you can try to give a little boost to the team for the rest of the season. But it's not an easy market. I have to admit that.
And would you think about releasing anybody else, if Bastian or Ashley Young?
No, I was not even
like
thinking about Morgan and Memphis. We allowed them to go because the right offer arrived, because in the end Everton and Lyon, they fought for the players, and as we were saying, players that are not totally happy here because they don't have the minutes they deserve. I don't think it's human to stop them to go. Only a bad offer or no offer stops them to go. But when the offer is correct and we know how to evaluate that, I don't think it's human to stop somebody to go. So if one of the players that are not happy, again, I wouldn't stop them to go.
There's talk of Ashley Young going to China today. Is that a possibility? Is there a bid in?
I don't know, because his media is the first time I heard about it was when I was informed that was in the media. So I don't give credit to that unless Ashley Young comes and tells me something about it, which he didn't.
How are you approaching the game tomorrow? Obviously, you're on a fine unbeaten run, but you drew last weekend.
I'm not worried with the unbeaten run. I don't care about it. We are not going to play any match to try to be unbeatable for one more match, or to try to reach 20 or to try to reach 18. Not at all. We want to win matches. We try to win matches. We risk to win matches. If we lose, we lose. And we lose the unbeatable run. But we are not going to Stoke to defend our very nice unbeatable run, I have to admit, but we are not going there to defend that unbeatable record.
The Manchester City manager says his team are out of the title race. Clearly, they're above you. Does that mean Manchester United aren't in the title race?
I don't comment what PEP says.